I think I'm coming down with a serious case of the rabies with all these Roman dogs around here. Where are we?
Today we're visiting Dogtown Common, previously known as Common Settlement in Gloucester, Massachusetts. It was previously one of the most prosperous parts of Gloucester, but today it's better known for the clearly inspirational Babson Boulders.
Help me, mother. Let's explore this female mutt.
There are two legends as to how Dogtown got its name. The first is after the dogs kept by the women in the village while their husbands were off fighting in the American Revolution. The other is that after the village was abandoned, only the pets were left behind, and it was named after the roaming dogs.
Common Settlement was founded in 1641. By the early 1700s, the land shifted from being just a common land for gathering wood and feeding livestock to an actual settlement between 60 and 80 homes. By the mid-1700s, around 100 families inhabited the village. Dogtown was briefly one of the most prosperous parts of Gloucester because of the revived fishing industry in Gloucester Harbor. The harbor was also a safe port from enemy ships and a source for international shipping of timber and quarried rock. They also built new coastal roads that led to Gloucester and ran past Dogtown. Then the town became a risk for coastal bombardment during the War of 1812, so most farmers moved away. After the war, many families also moved closer to Gloucester proper for work.
If work stops, values decay. Use your head.
After much of the population moved away, some of the remaining occupants were accused of witchcraft. The most well-known was Thomasine Younger, who was known as Queen of Witches. She intimidated people passing by so much that they left offerings of corn and fish in exchange for safe passage. What are we recording?
This is the corn for the witch.
Oh, okay.
You were talking about her.
I didn't know we needed safe passage still.
Okay, what's better, corn or fish with a 2-hour car ride and no refrigeration?
You know, I'm okay with the corn.
That's what I thought.
The village was almost completely abandoned by 1828, though one last resident named Cornelius Black Neil Finson was found living there in 1830 with his feet frozen in a cellar hole. Wow, that really sucks. He was taken to a poorhouse in Gloucester. All of the structures were completely razed by 1845. After the town was abandoned, Dogtown was cleared into an open field, and nearby residents split the land into private plots for their animals to graze in. These were abandoned in the 1920s, and the land grew into a dense forest. The land is now owned by Gloucester and Rockport as recreational trails.
During the Great Depression, Roger Babson hired unemployed stonecutters to carve 36 inspirational phrases around the village. These became known as the Babson Boulders.
Hey! Get a job, son! You no good pinko commie hippie bastard! So I don't know about you, but since coming here, I feel the hustle, loyalty, and respect.
And I'm inspired to work a lot harder and be a better person.
What'd you think of this place?
I think there were a lot more ticks and inchworms than actual dogs here. I don't mind not running into so many dogs, but the number of ticks we pulled off of ourselves and the rain of inchworms were a little extreme.
Well, turns out I didn't have rabies. I was just hangry. And personally, I think the reason why they call this Dogtown isn't because of the dogs at all. It's because of the dog ticks. What do you think about that? You're probably loaded with ticks.
I already took off about 5.
Here comes the Lyme disease. Anyways, on that happy note, I'm Rick. Please remember to like and subscribe and be better people, just like what's his name?
Roger Babson.
Roger Babson, role model.
And I'm Dev. We'll see you in New England's darkest corners.
Arr! 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 With all these dogs roaming around here, I think I'm coming down with a case of the rabies. Where are we?
Today we're visiting Dogtown Common, previously known as Common Settlement in Gloucester, Massachusetts. This used to be one of the most prosperous areas of Gloucester, but today it's better known for the clearly inspirational Babson Boulders.
Arr! Arr! Help, mother! Arr! Arr! Let's explore this female dog. Alright, hold on. Gotta do this again. I should have just ran off barking, because whatever. It's dumb enough, who cares? I'm gonna try to do this without laughing now. Arr! I may have fucked myself over.